Hello everyone, my name is Mireille and I am a community chef with United Way of New York City. Today I will be doing a recipe demo featuring eggplant, making a quick eggplant ratatouille. Ratatouille is a traditional French vegetable stew that usually takes hours to prepare, but this recipe is going to be a snap, quick and easy. We will share the recipe with you so you can make this dish at home. The ingredient amounts are on the screen. Now let's take a look at our ingredients. We have olive oil, we have yellow summer squash, bell peppers. You can use any color you like. I chose red and orange. We have onion, garlic, canned crushed tomatoes. We also have fresh basil, and of course, the star of our show, the amazing eggplant. Eggplant comes in many different shapes, sizes, and color. You can pretty much use any variety in any recipe that calls for eggplant. Let me let you take a look at this little one, this little guy, and look at this. And we also have it in orange. Isn't that amazing? Eggplant also is chock full of nutrients like fiber, and fiber is good for our digestive system. It also has antioxidant, which can help our bodies fight disease. The best way to store eggplant is on your counter in a bowl by itself, not next to like your apples or bananas. This way you will retain the flavor and also the texture. But if your kitchen is like really warm, you might need to keep it in the fridge. But if you refrigerate it, which I recently learned, you do lose flavor and texture changes. You should use the eggplant within a few days. Before we start cooking, we have to think of food safety. So we have to wash hands, wash all of our produce, clean and sanitize our cooking area, including any tops of cans, like our crushed canned tomatoes that you'll be using. Make sure that you rinse that off or at least wipe it off. All right, so now we have everything cleaned. We are ready to prep. I've already prepped my summer squash. We diced everything. Summer squash, my onions, and my peppers. And my garlic is minced, and my basil is chopped. So right now we are going to dice our eggplant. Dice is just square-shaped pieces. All right, let's go. So if there's any leaves, you remove the leaves. We're gonna cut this stem here. All right, we're gonna cut the stem. Watch your fingers. Knife safety is very important. Just cut it. Okay, very good. All right, so then now you just cut a little bit of the bottom. Okay. And then you want to create a stable base. So you cut a little bit off the side. We're not going to waste this. We're actually going to put this in our recipe. All right, so now look, you have a nice flat surface, and we're going to be creating planks, just like big slices like this. All right, because we want to actually dice, and dice are just square pieces, square shaped pieces. All right. Very good. Just cut another one. Watch your fingers. Use bare claws and always have knife safety in mind. All right, great. So now look what we have. It's like this. It's beautiful. Now I'm gonna make sticks out of this. Okay. Now if you want it thick, you're gonna make big pieces, big strips. If you want them smaller dice pieces, you're going to make it thinner. All right, so now I'm just gonna, and also I wanna keep them even so that they cook everything cooks evenly. All right, so let's make our sticks. Let's make our sticks. Ooh, sticks. All right, and I'm going to turn it around, and then now I'm going to cut this way, about a 1/2 inch. Yay. All right, let's put this, oh, let me show you the pieces. See that? Beautiful. Now I'm just going to put it in the bowl, and we're going to get ready to put our recipe together because everything is ready. I'm just going to show you how we're putting it together. Okay, so all of our veggies are prepped and ready to go. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to heat up our oil. We're using a medium to high heat. If you're using a dial knob on your stove at home, that's like a 6 or 7. That's like at a 6 or 7. All right, so we're going to heat up the pan before we add the oil, and then we're going to heat the oil, and then we're going to add our ingredients. I'm going to add my olive oil, and then I'm going to add in my onions. Stirring. Oh, you can hear that sizzle? Yes, and it's already smelling amazing. I'm going to add in my bell peppers. Then I'm going to add my summer squash. Stirring just so everything can mix together. And then I'm going to add my eggplant. Ooh. All right, great. And we're gonna cover this. But before I cover it, I just want to add a pinch of salt. All right, just a pinch of salt. Great, pinch of salt. Cover it, and we're gonna let it cook for 15 minutes. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes. Let's take a look. Ooh, our veggies are all done. Okay, look at this. It's beautiful. Now we're getting ready to add the rest of our ingredients, starting with the garlic. We want to make a hole in the center of our pot by pushing the veggies to the side, like so, by pushing the veggies to the side. And then we add the garlic in the center. We let it cook for about 30 seconds until fragrant. Oh, this smells amazing. Great. You noticed that some of my eggplant still has the skin on because the skin has extra fiber. I don't know if I mentioned that already, but it has extra fiber. So it's really good to keep the skin on. I recommend it. All right, so then now we're gonna add our crushed canned tomatoes. Stirring. If you don't have fresh garlic, you can use garlic powder, like a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. Now we're getting ready to add the basil. And if you do not have fresh basil, you can add a 1/4 cup of dry basil. But the garlic, the powdered garlic and the dried basil should always go at the beginning of the cooking process. Okay? All right, so we're gonna stir this. We're gonna let it sit for about 7 minutes, and then we'll come back and have a taste. All right, ooh, wow. It is all done and ready for us to taste. It smells amazing. All right, let's take a look. Beautiful. Let's turn off the fire. All right. Okay. Ah, I'm so excited. All right. I would probably eat this over rice, and you could also eat it with Italian bread. This is delicious. I hope you try this recipe at home. And thank you for joining me today. And I hope to see you next time.